The 2020 National Electrical Code, or NEC, does not have a direct prohibition against running metal-clad, or MC, cable on block walls. However, Article 334 provides guidance for installing electrical wiring. Section 334.34 discusses the support of cable, stating that MC cable must be supported at intervals not exceeding 6 feet, which is 1.83 meters, and within 12 inches, which is 305 millimeters, of every outlet box, junction box, cabinet, or fitting. Section 334.40 addresses through-wall installations, permitting MC cable to pass through dry walls if the opening is plugged after installation. The inspector's concern likely stems from the fact that block walls are not typically considered dry walls. Block walls are often porous and can absorb moisture, which could potentially damage the MC cable over time. While there isn't a specific code violation for installing MC cable on a block wall, the inspector's hesitation is understandable. To address this, several precautions can be taken. Firstly, ensure that all holes where the MC cable passes through the block wall are properly plugged to prevent moisture from entering. This can be achieved with a suitable sealant. Secondly, provide additional support for the MC cable more frequently than the NEC minimum requirement of 6 feet. Supporting the cable every 2 to 3 feet is advisable to minimize stress and potential damage. Thirdly, consider using Type UF cable as an alternative. Type UF cable is specifically designed for outdoor use and is resistant to moisture and abrasion, making it a suitable choice for potentially damp environments. While the NEC doesn't explicitly forbid MC cable on block walls, remember that it's important to prioritize safety and longevity in any electrical installation. By implementing these recommended practices and considering Type UF cable, you can address the inspector's concerns and ensure a safe and compliant electrical system. When installing MC cable, always adhere to the support requirements outlined in NEC Section 334.34. This section mandates support at intervals not exceeding 6 feet, or 1.83 meters, and within 12 inches, or 305 millimeters, of any box or fitting. Proper support prevents strain on the cable and its connections, reducing the risk of damage and potential hazards. In through-wall installations, as covered in NEC Section 334.40, remember that the NEC permits MC cable to pass through dry walls only if the opening is sealed. Since block walls are not considered dry walls due to their porous nature, extra caution is needed. Seal the openings thoroughly to prevent moisture from entering and affecting the cable. When working with MC cable, it is essential to use approved connectors and fittings. These components ensure a secure and reliable connection between the cable and electrical boxes or equipment. Using the correct fittings is crucial for maintaining the integrity of the electrical system and preventing potential hazards. If the environment is prone to moisture or physical damage, consider using additional protection for the MC cable. This can include installing the cable within a conduit or applying a protective coating. Taking these extra steps can extend the lifespan of the cable and minimize the risk of failure. Regularly inspect MC cable installations for any signs of damage such as cuts, abrasions, or corrosion. Promptly address any issues to prevent further deterioration and potential hazards. A proactive approach to maintenance can help ensure the continued safety and reliability of the electrical system. When working with any electrical system, including MC cable installations, always follow safe work practices. This includes energizing circuits before working on them, using appropriate personal protective equipment, and adhering to all applicable safety regulations. Safety should always be the top priority in any electrical work. If you have any doubts or concerns about installing MC cable or any other electrical work, consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector. These professionals have the knowledge and experience to ensure that the installation is safe and compliant with all applicable codes and regulations. Remember that electrical codes and regulations can vary depending on the location. It's important to be familiar with the specific requirements in your area to ensure compliance. Check with your local building department or electrical inspector for more information. When installing MC cable, be mindful of other utilities and structures. Avoid running the cable in areas where it could be damaged by other construction activities or exposed to hazardous materials. Careful planning can help prevent problems down the road. When pulling MC cable through walls or other obstructions, use proper techniques to avoid damaging the cable. This may involve using cable lubricant or other specialized tools. Avoid excessive force, which can damage the cable's insulation and conductors. Always refer to the manufacturer's instructions for specific recommendations on installing and supporting MC cable. These instructions can provide valuable information on proper techniques and best practices. When terminating MC cable, ensure that the conductors are properly identified and connected to the correct terminals. Use a reliable method for making connections, such as wire connectors or crimp terminals. Poor connections can lead to overheating and potential hazards. When grounding MC cable, follow the requirements outlined in the NEC. Proper grounding is essential for preventing electrical shock and ensuring the safety of the electrical system. Use approved grounding methods and materials. Before energizing a newly installed MC cable circuit, thoroughly inspect the installation to ensure that everything is properly connected and supported. Use a multimeter or other testing equipment to verify that the circuit is functioning correctly. After completing an MC cable installation, document the work that was performed, including the location of the cable, the type of cable used, and any special considerations. This documentation can be helpful for future maintenance or modifications. When working with MC cable, be aware of the potential for electromagnetic interference, or EMI. EMI can disrupt the performance of sensitive electronic equipment. To minimize EMI, follow best practices for cable routing and grounding. If you encounter any unexpected problems or challenges during an MC cable installation, don't hesitate to seek assistance from a qualified electrician or electrical inspector. These professionals can provide expert guidance and help you overcome any obstacles. When installing MC cable in a commercial or industrial setting, be sure to comply with all applicable safety standards and regulations. These standards are designed to protect workers and prevent accidents. Always prioritize safety and follow best practices. When selecting MC cable for a particular application, consider the environmental conditions to which the cable will be exposed. This includes factors such as temperature, moisture, and exposure to chemicals. Choose a cable that is designed to withstand the specific conditions. When working with MC cable, be aware of the potential for arc flash hazards. Arc flash is a dangerous electrical phenomenon that can cause serious burns and injuries. To minimize the risk of arc flash, follow safe work practices and use appropriate personal protective equipment. When installing MC cable in a hazardous location such as a flammable or explosive environment, be sure to use cable and fittings that are specifically approved for use in such locations. These components are designed to prevent ignition and explosion. When working with MC cable, be aware of the potential for static electricity buildup. Static electricity can damage sensitive electronic components. To minimize the risk of static discharge, use proper grounding techniques and wear anti-static clothing. When installing MC cable in a healthcare facility, be sure to comply with all applicable regulations and standards for electrical safety. These regulations are designed to protect patients and healthcare workers from electrical hazards. When working with MC cable, be aware of the potential for fire hazards. Electrical fires can spread quickly and cause significant damage. To minimize the risk of fire, follow safe work practices and use fire-resistant materials. When installing MC cable in a telecommunications facility, be sure to comply with all applicable regulations and standards for signal integrity. These regulations are designed to ensure that the cable does not interfere with the operation of other electronic equipment. When working with MC cable, be aware of the potential for corrosion. Corrosion can weaken the cable and reduce its lifespan. To minimize the risk of corrosion, use corrosion-resistant materials and follow proper installation techniques. When installing MC cable in a transportation facility, be sure to comply with all applicable regulations and standards for electrical safety. These regulations are designed to protect passengers and transportation workers from electrical hazards. When working with MC cable, be aware of the potential for mechanical damage. Mechanical damage can compromise the integrity of the cable and create a safety hazard. To minimize the risk of mechanical damage, protect the cable from impact and abrasion. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous if not performed properly. Always exercise caution and follow safe work practices. If you have any doubts or concerns, consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector. When you have a question about whether or not you can use MC cable on a block wall and the inspector is requiring you to remove it and run EMT, you have to remember that the local inspector has the final say. However, if you do not agree, you can ask the inspector to show you in the NEC book where it explicitly says you cannot do that. Secondly, you can ask for a second opinion. Thirdly, you can seek clarification from a higher authority such as the local electrical board. Also, do not forget to check your local electrical codes. They may differ from the NEC.